Well, good morning. Today is February 9th, 2022, on my way into the day job again. And yesterday there was no after-hours day work or secondary work because I told you I'm not doing the day job, the secondary work for this entire week. I did go out yesterday, had to shut down the office and had to go run like 3 different jobs, meet up with the driver and grab some of the stuff that they were doing so that they could continue on their path, and some of the stuff was coming back to the office anyway. So we've been really busy this week due to the Waste Management Open. Companies are doing promotional offers and giving clients and whatnot tickets to the Waste Management Open. Last night I got a call, speaking of the Waste Management Open, and Jim's asking if I can take him over to the Waste Management Open on Saturday and cover for him. That shouldn't be a problem. We do have a couple of kids coming over for Erin as a play date for her birthday. They're just going to be over from, say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm planning on washing the Kia prior to picking up Jim and then taking him and dropping him off, as well as picking him up. And we're going to attempt a backwards approach to getting to the Waste Management Open by coming in from the north instead of coming from the south. So I think that you'll pretty much be amazed at that. That worked one time when my dad was alive. We had done that and zipped right in. So the Waste Management Open does have this down to a science. So we will see if this plan of attack works. Again, plan to review, and we'll see if that works. So last night I did manage to work on the Once Invested document and really focusing on the hyperlinks going from the action items in each section to the appendix and the appendix back. Made some great progress there. Did notice that the table of contents, I had to change the setting in that in order to go 6 headings deep. Because I noticed that not everything was in the table of contents. So that's going to force me to kind of relook again as to whether or not all the information has been migrated over that I've currently worked on already, and go from there. So that's going to be highlighting again the table of contents and making sure that all the different chapters and headings are inside of the appendix. So that's our focus for today. And even though some of the sections aren't going to have action items, my approach towards doing a big project like this is just to do everything, and it's a lot easier to get into a rhythm, if you will, and instead of starting in a corner and working your way out. So I'd much rather just do everything, even though I may have to touch it 2 or 3 times. It's always easier just to go through and delete that information and just go through the configuration. So that would lead to a question: what is it that you guys do? How do you plan and attack a big project like that? And it would be interesting to see if you take the same approach. Do you just say, wow, this is a daunting project that I'm currently working on, and we have to get started somewhere, so we're just going to jump in and start in a corner and work our way out? So that's the approach that we're currently taking. We're kind of doing a massive plan of action like that, and then we're kind of going to the beginning and then dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Similar to what you probably learned in school is we're kind of like creating a rough draft and then going back through until we can get to the point of a final edit, if you will. So it is frustrating that we're not yet at like a plan of action or anything, that those will start to become action items and coming up with, say, a diversification and allocation plan and our game plan and our goals and the steps to do fundamental analysis and the steps to do the technical analysis and actually run through the different scans and draw lines and see if there's an opportunity there and test that before we actually put our money in the path of potential success. So it's all a plan. It's all something that's in your head that needs to get down on paper, thus the videos that we're doing and allowing you to see the process that we're taking. And even though this is a huge project and will ultimately give us a much refined process, I wanted you guys to see, what it actually takes to develop a system and not only develop the system, but implement the system and test the system and then ultimately reap the rewards. And hopefully we'll already have reaped the rewards so that there's no drain on any of you as far as a financial burden in our later lives, as far as not being prepared for retirement, etc. And of course, once we're no longer here, then that system and that pile of cash, if you will, those assets will all be disseminated throughout the family. And I guess we'll make a decision at some point in time as to whether or not we're just going to give that to everybody or find out who's with us or who's against us and let those individuals that are with us disseminate as to whether or not others are worthy. So that's obviously something that I really don't care about anymore. I'm not going to be here to see the rewards. So I'm just going to live my life. And this gives me a purpose, if you will. This allows me to have something to do until I pass. It's something that I don't have to be working at Walmart. I don't have to be working with others, working for somebody else. I'll be able to do this from the comfort of my home or wherever I decide to be throughout my life. So, all right. I think this morning, since Valentine's Day is coming up, I've got to get gas so that I'm prepared in case there's anything. I'm going to stop by the gas station and possibly stop by over at the grocery store. I've got kind of a little vision as to what I want to do for Valentine's Day, which I'll be tempted with some other ideas as I shop. But there's only 5 days left before Valentine's Day, so I need to get that ball rolling. And then of course I already purchased something for Tracy for our anniversary, something that she said that she wanted, and so that's already taken care of as well. So all right, I'm going to end this for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you make the most of the day, and I hope Brian and his wife are enjoying their baby again, and I will leave it at that.